Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome out to another That's Funny to Me. We're comedians. We come and we talk about serious topics, but we bring the funny. We try to find, sometimes, we just stay serious, but we try to find the funny in because it's funny in everything. I don't care what you say, there's a piece of funny in anything that you can that goes on in this world. So welcome out again to That's Funny to Me. Y'all come on in. I'm your host, Alton Walker. Come on in, like and share. Tell me where you're from, wherever you're from, South Carolina. I don't care if you're from. I know we had somebody from London somewhere last week or the other week. So y'all come on in and like and share, I see you over there with House of Hope. Shout out to House of Hope and those of you over there on Pastor E. Dewey Smith page. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to That's Funny to Me. I think I need to make a jingle. That's funny to me. That's funny to me. Yeah. That's too old school. That's called funk. And some of y'all don't know about that. But come on in, like and share. Make sure you tell somebody to come in. We about to get this show started. Come on in. We about to get it started. I want to go ahead and introduce my panel for today. Y'all know them. They're regulars here. They're my co-hosts. They my partners, my peeps. First of all, let's give a shout out to my girl. She's back in New York. Give it up for Rita Brent, y'all. Rita Brent in the building with the hat.
You see
that hat. Man, you be fresh with the hats, man. I tell you, you need to let me borrow one. Them things about $4,000. You wearing them $4,000 hat, boy. All right, next up, we got my homeboy. I think he just had a little one, man. Y'all give it up for my good friend, Wellington Ojukwu. Wellington Ojukwu. What it do, baby?
Hey, blessings. It's your boy, Wellington Ojukwu, OJUKWU. I'm here with y'all, man. We're going to keep on rising and keep making more black people. Hallelujah. Amen.
Hallelujah.
And my boy, he trying to get y'all teachers paid more money. He need to get us comedians paid more money too, man. Give it up for my boy, Hank Dixon. Hank Dixon.
Thank you, Wellington, for making more black people.
Are you doing the Wellington prayer? I don't know why that's the Wellington prayer hand. Wellington always go here. Thank you, my people. Wellington, first of all, you're just not gonna get a haircut at all. Because it don't look like
wow.
I'm gonna allow my hair to grow. These are the antennas of the good Lord's powers. Amen. The longer that hair grows, once
I'm making babies. Tell him, Wellington, I'm a father over here. I got time for no haircut.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations to
this ain't about me. This ain't about me. This ain't about
That's right.
I'll leave it alone. But anyway, man, Rita, how's New York though? You just got back to New York like 2 weeks ago. How's it up there? You safe?
it's cool. We supposed to get a hurricane this week, so
I heard that.
I experienced a tropical storm, not a full hurricane. So last week I experienced an earthquake in California. This week a tropical storm in New York. So, but I prefer the tropical.
How was that?
He was out there in the hurricane. She did a. I don't know if I can announce it. Can I say something about what
nope.
you did in LA? Well, then she was just out there in LA.
How was the earthquake? Was it crazy?
It was a small one. It was like a 4.2. But for me, somebody coming from Mississippi who never felt that before, it literally shook the mess out of me. Like I instantly went to the bathroom because I was so nervous. Yeah, it scared me. Crapless.
I can tell you, man, because I hear all the sirens and everything in New York, boys. You can't.
Yeah. All the sirens. We go get all the sirens here.
All right, y'all, man.
Yo, that's 12, son. That's 12, B.
We got a lot to talk about, and we got to get to it. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get to it. First of all, we got to talk about your president. Voting is coming up, and Trump is saying that, we need to delay the elections because, of course, with the coronavirus and all this stuff, we are trying to keep people safe. So we're going to be having people mail in their votes. And Trump had something to tweet about that. So if you could pull up that tweet, I want the people to see what he tweeted. I think this was like last week. He said, with universal mail-in voting, not absentee voting, which is good, 2020 will be the most inaccurate and fraudulent election in history. It would be a great embarrassment to the USA. Delay the election until people can properly, securely, and safely vote. Oh! What y'all think about that, man? Let's start with Rita. Rita, what's your thoughts on your president? He wants to delay the election.
First of all, he's not my president.
You said you voted for him.
I do not claim him. I am a bastard American. I do not have a presidential father. To me, it sounds like he's just very desperate at this point. I know there are a lot of polls out there saying Biden is in the lead, so it seems like Trump is he's freaking out a little bit at this point because he thinks that he's going to lose. And as people are saying, they do not think that he will transfer power peacefully. And most of the experts say that mail-in voting fraud is very rare. So he's just making stuff up, and it's an insult to those folks who actually make sure that security measures are in place to make sure mail-in voting is well handled. So to me, he's acting from a place of desperation, but it's time for him to go regardless. He's out of there.
He's out of there. You think so, Hank? You think he's gone? You think it's over?
Read the shirt, brother. 8645 on November 3rd, 2020. Will you buy it? All I need you to do is buy it. You buy it, I buy it. Scan it. Let's get him out of there. It's time. We went through too much. This is too much.
I want to know what the numbers mean, but am I
slow?
80.
You slow. Get rid of 45.
80, 45.
On November 3rd, 2020. See, we can't just and I put it on a skew because we can't just say get rid of Trump. You know what I mean? We just can't say it because we got, you know what I mean? You don't know what happens. So it's like a covert, and it says, will you buy it? I buy it. I'll buy it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Well,
and then you can't get these on Hank Dancing Comedy. But anyways, the delay is, all this is tactics, man. All this is tactics. Everything else is just tactics, because what it is he has people who just believe in how he treats people. Yeah. That's what his whole platform is. He has a base that loves the way he treats people they don't like. So if you don't like black people, you don't like this, you don't like that, he says it. He's not diplomatic about what he feels about American citizens. He just says it. And then there's groups of pockets of people who are like, yeah, I don't like them people either. Let's vote. It's not even about money. It's not about tax. It's not about any of that. It's just about, okay, we had a black president. Now we got this guy that tells and says how much we hate black people. Now we got this guy that doesn't show up to civil rights funerals. We got a guy who just tweets rude stuff to women. We got a guy who talks about everybody badly, calls people Chinese, or just super racist stuff. So you happy about it. You're going to vote for the guy who says stuff about how you feel emotionally, not what's going to help the country. So they're excited. They had a bus. They had a bus out here with Trump on the side of it, and right in front of Wells Fargo, and a big old bus. They was buying hats, taking pictures. I was like, man, let me go make a shirt, because no one ever says anything. Everybody's scared. Ooh, I don't want to say anything about Trump. Man, get him out of here. I'm good.
Get him out. What
that
you think,
Hank? That was a big, humongous sweat towel.
So this is what it is. When you get to a certain age, let me tell y'all. Look, when you get to a certain age and you start sweating, I automatically become a deacon. I can't stop sweating for a good 2 hours after I work out. So this is why John. Look, this is why John P. Key have 9 towels. Once he starts singing "Jesus is real," he can't stop sweating till like the 4th or 5th song.
Oh man!
So ain't no need of me bringing a little towel. Ain't no need of me bringing a little towel here. I'm like, hey, I'm at my house. Ain't no need of me.
You got that. That's a whole That's the bad towel.
Hey man, look, you gotta do what you got. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
right after you get baptized.
Hey, my BMI don't just stop. Like my BMI ain't like yours, Rita. my BMI ain't like yours.
Take
you probably ain't sweating.
Water.
Yeah.
Take me to the water. And so you come out. Come here, baby. Wellington, all you do is to take me to the water. Wellington, what's your thoughts
you know
about
I'm
the
Pentecostal. You know I'm Church of God in Christ. I know all about that.
Look here. First of all, Donald Trump done did everything under the sun possible. Donald Trump is the Suge Knight of the White House right now. His whole administration, he is one of the first presidents whose administration has been to jail more than any other administration. These people have been in and out. They felons. I don't even know why they shouldn't have a gun around them, period. Not only that, he's been impeached. Of course, he didn't get to the full process because he had his homeboys seeing why he shouldn't be impeached. He's been up for impeachment. He's got 3 baby mamas. He's addicted to Twitter. He loves football, golf. I don't even know if the White House has even seen him. His wife doesn't want him. She'd rather be with the security, allegedly. Ooh, he bombed a Middle Eastern general.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think y'all hear me. He bombed a Middle Eastern general. Then they put a hit out on his head. They put $80 million on the president's head. Do you understand how crazy it is to have a president in the White House and they put a whole $80 million on his head? I got in my car and decided I was almost about ready to drive up to the White House myself so I can collect that $80 million. But I could not get in contact. I could not get in contact with those people in the embassy to figure out how I can collect that $80 million if I just go up. Look, let me tell you something. Yeah, Pablo Escobar's brother put some money on his head.
Yeah, we got it.
Then he told us that bleach. He told us that bleach, if you drink enough bleach, you could probably cure COVID-19. I don't think y'all understand. Laundry detergent has never solved any of our health issues. It may clean your clothes, but your organs is gonna be bad and messed up. It ain't gonna clean the clock on your organs. Your organs is gonna rot. Your organs. That's prune juice job. This man wanted to drink a cap of bleach.
We have a video of him rebuttaling, trying to explain his tweet. If you could pull that.
Oh God.
He was talking at a press conference and he tried to explain what he was trying to say a little bit, which it still came out horrible.
How am I smarter than
sending out hundreds of millions of universal mail-in ballots? Hundreds of millions. Where are they going? Who are they being sent to? It's common sense. You don't have to know anything about politics. I don't want to delay. I want to have the election. But I also don't want to have to wait for 3 months and then find out that the ballots are all missing and the election doesn't mean anything. That's what's going to happen, Steve. That's common sense. And everyone knows it. Smart people know it. Stupid people may not know it. And some people don't want to talk about it, but they know it. And no, do I want to see a date change? No, but I don't want to see a crooked election. This election will be the most rigged election in history if that happens, John.
I really feel like voter suppression is not going to happen this year. You can't, like them lines that we be dealing with in Georgia, you know, all that stuff that be going on. Kentucky, Kansas, here in Georgia, we had it. All them, you know, it's not gonna work, and he's afraid because y'all know that's what y'all been doing. When it's in the hood, y'all got 2 machines for 1 million people, and y'all want them to stand line. So now we just got to turn it out. We just put it in the mail.
But
you already know what's gonna happen.
The first thing is he's trying to find something to blame his loss on. You know, so he's gonna have to put the loss on something. Not gonna be that I lost fair and square. It's gonna be, the mail-in votes. That's why Biden won. Number one. Number two, the most rigged election in history has already happened, And that was his win against Hillary Clinton when the Russians helped him win by hacking the election. So pretty ironic that he would say that when it has already happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's afraid.
Usually when you,
like I said,
when you stealing, usually when you already have stole something, you try to convince people that you ain't stealing. But you already stole it. You're like, no, hey, who's stealing? Who's stealing? That's not you ain't stealing.
Here's what's crazy. He lost the popular vote. He lost to the popular vote. He lost to Hillary by popular vote. It was the electoral college that got him in there. Exactly. See, that ain't even democracy. This is a republic. That's exactly what this is. He was chosen. They chose him. And I think what happened is somebody done told him, hey, we're not going to let you get it this time. We're going to have to go ahead and hand it over to Biden because you done messed up too bad. And so he's pulling out all the stops. It's like seeing a wild fox put in the corner and it starts clawing at everything. They over there rigging stuff right now. You don't want none of that, though. You don't want, they got that raid going on. You don't want them mail-in votes. Yeah, he panicking right now.
He's definitely the Suge Knight because, he's doing this thing with trying to ban TikTok. And, to be honest with you, I don't mind him banning it for everybody that's over 40 years old because I'm so tired of these old folks getting on TikTok. I'm sorry, man. Listen, leave the TikTok to the kids. They've been trying to get away from us. We went over. They had Facebook. Old people came and took over that. They went over to Instagram. Old folks came over and took that. They went to Snapchat. He came over there again. So they made TikTok and the kids figure, okay, they ain't gonna figure this out. And now we got old people on TikTok. So ban it for everybody over 40 years old, and then we'll be all right.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm paying for the phone bill, I should be able to use whatever I want. Ain't nobody gonna be having fun without me. I got a group thing.
You ain't on TikTok, Hank.
Hey, I'm an older dude though, so it's like, hey, my son ain't gonna be walking by me having a good time. I'm be like, hey, how we do this? Because I'm paying for this. This is my Sprint bill.
If I didn't see another 70-year-old woman talking about, I'm a savage, classy, bougie, if I see another one, your grandma's 90s, sit her down.
He said he was going to ban TikTok if they do not sell it to Microsoft. You know how gangster you got to be to say the America would not. And I'm going to tell you something.
Right.
If they ban TikTok, that's fine with me. White folks just going to have to find some other means to appropriate our dances somewhere else.
Oh.
I mean, it ain't like
whoa.
Them 1 minute tutorial appropriation videos. What would TikTok be without black music? They ain't even paying us to be doing this. So I'll be okay if they ban TikTok.
So crazy. And then you heard that the girl. You heard that girl. There's a girl who stole the black girl's dance. She is at 30 million followers on TikTok, and now she got security and people looking for her. I'm like, well, she appropriate her way into stardom, star status. Just keep stealing,
man. Rita, you ain't on? Yeah. Are you on TikTok?
I'm on there, but I might as well not be on there because I don't post. So I have a profile, but I don't do anything. But I heard Jason Derulo. I read that he gets like 70,000 per TikTok or something. So they're trying to make it to where it monetizes. But Wellington is right. Trump is like, hey, if y'all sell it to us, we need to get a cut. Since y'all benefit.
Right.
And they're comparing it to the mafia and the mob. Him doing it. Like this is unheard of.
He's a Nino Brown of presidents. He's the
I ain't gonna say that.
You're almost. We are living in the
we ain't about to give him that culture. He is like every other white president. He just sloppy with it. That's it. He's sloppy. He ain't got no good cover.
We've been living in the Carter for the last 20 years. Then
we've been living in the Carter.
No, he don't like black people. He can't stand us.
I would say this so we can move on. Make sure you get out there and vote. Actually, you ain't even got to get out there and vote now. So we're making it easy. You can mail your vote in if you don't feel safe. So we're making it easier for you to vote. Get out there and vote. Don't complain unless you vote. Don't.
You making it easier, Alton? What you doing?
Hey man, we used to be out in them streets, registered people to vote and stuff like that.
I know.
We can't do it. I ain't do it this year because
Yeah, because if you cough in my
I
face,
actually used to set up the machines. I used to set up the machines when I was 19. Yep, I used to go to the churches, the schools. I did it with a black man who helped me. He helped me get on. Real dope dude. This is what I gotta say about black folk. Man, they so dope. He would help us. We would set up the machines. He was also a bail bondsman too. He also cut down trees if you needed your trees removed from your yard. He was everything.
He had a revenue stream.
And when we got done setting it up, he would still pay us for a full day's work. Even if we got done in 2 hours, he would still pay us for a full day's work. So dope.
Give him a shout out. What's his name, man? Will he get fired?
It's so long ago, I forgot. I forgot. It was so long ago, but it was one of those just awesome black men.
All right, so moving on to the next topic, man. NBA is back. NBA is back. They in Orlando, which is kind of
in the bubble.
It was kind of weird how they got it set up because they have the screen
virtual,
and they got like virtual people. Which is kind of.
How much does that cost? Does it cost to be virtual?
I don't think so.
I think you have to pay. I think you have to still pay for the tickets because you're getting your face seen. And I know even like with soccer, like people got their face up, but I think you got to pay for those seats. I think so. I don't know how they work it. I don't know. I know for soccer, that's what they were saying. Man. You have to pay.
What a hustle!
The cardboard thing, like they have your picture, and they'll put you in there, but you have to pay for it.
What a hustle!
So what you think about it, Weddington? NBA starting back up.
Struggle. It's a struggle. I'm tired of them abusing them black children anyway. They need to renegotiate all their contracts. I'm tired of them taking advantage and exploiting them black people, ready to throw them out there to the COVID-19. You heard it. I don't get it. We don't need basketball, but they so money hungry. They so ready to get their money's worth out of these children. They like, get your asses at the house. I'm sorry, get from at the house and come out here and play this game. I don't care if it's an audience. They just like your mama. You gonna get out here and you gonna get this money worth. I done sent you to basketball camp. You're not about to let my money go to waste. Get out there and play.
So Rita, what do you think about the NBA? The NBA coming back?
It feels weird. It looks weird, and if the Lakers win the championship, it's gonna be illegitimate. It's gonna feel like this mail-in thing Trump is talking about. That's how I feel right now. If the Lakers win the championship, because I know they just hit the #1 seed and all of that, but it just feels illegitimate. But to me, the headline is the Black Lives Matter stuff. That's what I think. Is the players kneeling and they're wearing the Black Lives Matter shirt. Some coaches and players are kneeling, some are not. That to me seems to be the storyline more than the actual playing.
Well, since you said that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into that real quick, because we did have a player, Jonathan Isaac, plays for the Orlando Magic. Jonathan Isaac.
What's his name?
Stop. But he plays for the Orlando Magic, and he did not kneel. I think we have a video of him. He's the first player that said, I'm not gonna kneel.
Did he say why?
I'm gonna tell you what he said. I'm gonna tell you what he said so you could get a catch of the video of him not kneeling. And the girl could sing too, man.
Parts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare.
So they asked him, and I just paraphrase what he said. When they asked him why he didn't, he really didn't have an answer. He really was saying the all lives matter, but he placed it on religion. He talked about how Jesus, he saves all. He'll save your soul. The way we answer these problems is the gospel and stuff like that. So you can. And
where was he at 400 years of slavery?
Well, that's what he said when it come to the
So he's a youth pastor or something?
He's just very religious, but he's also very young. And
He's
his
young.
explanation was horrible. He ain't but 22. His explanation was horrible. He basically just rambled and rambled and rambled, and he didn't give a coherent answer. But
Oh,
to me,
You know,
it was just, it was embarrassing. His
Yeah.
explanation basically was like,
get
"Oh, I'm choosing my religion over my race," which is basically what he said.
wow, get your numbers up. That's what I say.
Yeah.
We didn't know who you
He
were,
averaged
brother. Now we know.
nine
And
points.
but a few days later, you know, he has an injury.
Oh, wait, it wasn't the same game?
Now it wasn't the same game. It was
No,
like a few days later, he had the next game. He had an injury, I think,
Mm,
to his knee, which is
it
mm.
was
quite
ACL.
interesting, man. The
Did
ACL,
he
man.
know
I
the
don't know.
injury was coming? He probably knew the injury was coming. Look, I'm not going to be petty. I don't want to be petty because I don't want to wish an injury on any millionaire.
No, no one.
But you should have
You don't want to
kneeled,
wish the
brother.
injury on what? Any millionaire?
I don't want to wish an injury on a millionaire. Don't want to do that. I don't want. I would hate for him to have that guaranteed money and just not be able to
But
play for 6 months. Oh gosh.
no one had his back. No one would speak up for him. No one was, everybody was still like,
Did you see the tweet though? The ESPN analyst Dan Batard had put that
what'd he
poll
say?
on Twitter. He said, "Isn't it funny, that the same dude who talked about not kneeling hurt his knee, and he got a lot of backlash for saying that because they were like, oh, he's being insensitive." He put
Right,
a
right.
poll up. He asked it as a question, like, isn't it
Right.
funny that he didn't kneel and now his knee is hurt? And so I'm like, that's the kind you have those kind of conversations in your group text. Like that ain't something you tweet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But look, the thing is, I want to ask this: which knee was it? Was the knee he was supposed to kneel on, or was it the other knee?
I
I
think
don't
he's
know. This
right-handed.
is second
look,
knee injury.
I'm a,
This is second knee
Oh, this is
injury.
his
He just
second knee
had,
injury.
yeah, he had
Oh,
another
this
one
wow.
like
this my thing. Does it really count for kneeling when y'all kneeling and ain't nobody there? I mean,
Oh,
nobody is really there's the
the camera's
audience
there,
ain't there.
but the
It's
camera's
just the
Right.
showing.
camera. You might as well be kneeling in your house when the national anthem is playing. That's it. That's a rehearsal. That's a rehearsal kneel. Because ain't
Right.
nobody watching. You think the people on the screen is heckling you from the screen? Stop it! Stop it, honey. Turn the volume up on my screen so they know how I feel about them kneeling. Stop! I paid
I just
You
feel
want
like
$104
this.
for Zoom.
It's a lot of my thing
It,
is it's a lot of young African American males that look up to this dude, and what he just did was say bump y'all. Like I know y'all looking up to me, but forget y'all and if y'all lives matter. I'm not gonna wear the shirt. I'm not gonna kneel. I don't think it's
He didn't
gonna
have the shirt
do
on
anything.
either.
He didn't
He
he
didn't
didn't
wear
put
the
the shirt
shirt
on or
either.
anything. Nothing. He was just like, I'm
Who's
not gonna support it. And I
so
just
his
feel like,
mom and
come
dad
on,
ain't
man.
black?
I'm just look like he said I'm not gonna wear the shirt. Even the referees kneeling. Like
Yo. So explain this to me, dog.
the
The
referee is
reason
kneeling.
why I wouldn't wish any injury on anybody, but the reason why you're able to get a check of this magnitude and do what you're doing, the sport that you love, is because black NBA players before you had to walk in through back doors, had to take different buses, were called the N word
preach.
while they played in different cities. The
Oh no,
reason
you
why
preaching
he's
something that
able
dog.
to even get a
Ooh,
contract
wait.
like that is because all the black players, if we go back to when sneakers were made, our faces weren't even on a sneaker. We had to go march at the Olympics when Puma was made just to get Clyde's name on a sneaker. If you look at a Converse, Converse has a white man's name on it. So we were making money for the NBA. So if you ask all Walt Frazier, all them players before you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all them dudes that had to walk through a back door to play on that field on that court where they were playing and weren't getting the best of any treatment. You can stand in a bubble and they pay you money and take care of you, and you tell me you can't kneel for your people?
Wow.
You wrong, bro. You
But
wrong. And your
that was
parents
a
should be
major
ashamed.
that was a major statement whether he like it or not, you made a statement by doing that. That
Yep.
was a strong statement. And then when they asked you about it, you couldn't even explain it. But it is what it is. That's my thoughts on it. I thought you should at least do it as a support for the people that support you. You know, for the little boys that
He's
come and
gonna
ask for
have
your
time to
autograph.
think about it. He's gonna have time to think about it now, because
Well, there's
I
a
don't
lot of
think
people
he's
that look
thinking
like us
about
that ain't about us.
Go
what
ahead,
Hank
Rita.
said. I don't even think he's thinking about that because he's so young. You know, he's only 22, which is still not an excuse because there are younger who are out here
Yeah,
marching and who get it. He doesn't get it,
yeah.
but he's gonna have time to think about it now.
All right, y'all.
But
We
you
gotta move on.
on,
We got
but you look left to right. You look left to right. These are dudes that been in the league longer than you. That
right.
sacrifice for you
Do
to
do
be
these
there.
do these games even count? Do these
Them
games
checks
even
Wellington,
count.
count?
Wellington is done with the NBA.
Like
He just like
if somebody wins the NBA champion, Rita, you said it yourself. If they win the NBA championship, it don't even count. It doesn't.
Not to me.
So does the
If the Lakers win,
so does
if the
the
Lakers
it ain't even gonna count. They don't have no audience. They listen. You think they gonna hear how y'all feel? It's gonna be like when Ja Rule was doing his concert at the NBA during the halftime. He was like, "Y'all ready?" And everybody was like,
I
he said, "I
guess.
guess not.
I guess not.
I guess not."
All right, so hey,
Sounded
we
like
running
the
out of
Cookie
time. I got
Monster.
2 more topics I need to hit before we get up out of here. Now this happened. We haven't had a chance to touch on it, but this story has so many angles we can go in. But I'm just going to introduce it. My baby, my sweetheart, she called me the other day. Megan Thee Stallion. You know, she went out because she called me and she asked me, "Can I go out that night?" And I said, "Oh Lord, look at that." I said, Megan, I said, I don't really want you going out because I'm not in town. But if you want to go ahead and go. And so she went ahead and went. And she went with a rapper named Tory Lanez. And she was out with one of the Jenners, I think Kylie Jenner. We don't know the scenario. We don't know everything that happened. All we know that she was shot in her foot. I'm not going to say that the person they say they doing it because it's not out there. She haven't put it out there that
Oh,
she did it, even though she kind of hinted to it one time, but I'm not gonna put that.
He
out
was
there.
the only one with a gun, though, right?
supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, he's the only one that the gun was around.
Her
I want to
producer,
start with Rita. I want to start with Rita because just dealing as a woman. What is your thoughts about that incident with Megan?
I thought the reaction to it was very poor. I align with a lot of people who said, hey, if this was, Fergie or one of the Kardashians who had gotten shot in the foot a couple times, the reaction would have been different. But to see people joking to the extent that they were when a black woman was physically abused, let me know, it reconfirmed that we are unprotected. And it let me know that a lot of people think our safety is a joke. And so I was disappointed in the reaction. And it was black women. Drea Michelle, I think she's black, said something. Chrissy Teigen made a little joke. So I applaud Megan for saying, hey, this is not funny. You are not going to be laughing at my expense. I was hurt. Thankfully, she's going to recover because that could have been her livelihood. I mean, she uses her feet a lot
died.
when she's working.
Right.
When she's twerking, she uses her feet. When she's working, the feet keep her grounded. You know what I'm saying? So that is a critical body part, But that's on the micro level. On the macro level, it was embarrassing the way people responded. And black women are not protected. Our safety is not important. So I stand with Megan.
Okay.
You need her feet. You need a strong base, Rita. You need a strong base to twerk. You need a strong base and one less foot.
Well, what's your thoughts on that? On this situation? Because you have probably more details than I do.
It's so many interesting things going on. I will say this. I want us as a people to start affirming new things. Because Malcolm X said a long time ago that black women are one of the most unprotected people in the U.S. or in the world. But he said they're one of the most unprotected. But I want us, and to this day, if we're still saying it, it's almost like we're putting it in the atmosphere to keep happening over and over. Because if it was back then in the 19s when he said it, if we keep affirming this, it's just going to keep happening. it's almost like if Martin Luther King would have said racism will never change or segregation will never change, then it would have never changed. We have to affirm that we will protect Black women. We do not take it as a joke, and we need to change what we start putting out. Just like with the "Can't Breathe, I Can't Breathe" slogan, I don't say that for what? It's a negative affirmation, and why put that in the universe? We would fight the power. That's my affirmation. Those are the things I want to affirm. We will fight the power. We will change things, and we will want things to be better, and we will protect Black women, protect Black men, because there's a lot of things going on right now. There's a young man that was in California that did not shoot at a party, at a house party, that did not shoot anybody. He didn't even have a gun. He was just there. And they locked that Black young man up for over 15 years. They gave him over 15 years in prison. And he's fighting that to this day, right now. But nobody's talking about it. There's a lot of things that we keep seeing. And it's starting to seem like a competition. Like, oh, Black women not protected. Well, we not protected at this point. We need to protect us, our children, our women. We are all vital and important. We need each other, period. Because let's be honest, nobody is going to love Black women more than Black men or their children or Black women. And nobody is going to love Black men more than Black women. Because we can keep going tit for tat and saying, well, we ain't this or we ain't that. But at the end of the day, we really have.
Yeah.
We
all we got.
Well, we have to
really
hold
have.
each other accountable.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. That's why I say we need to take we need to hold each other accountable, and we need to be protecting one another. But I see Black women are doing so much. They're so phenomenal. They really are out there on the front lines. And it's almost like the TV wants us to be at each other's throat all the time.
Right.
Like it's like they just grooming us for resenting each other. And it shouldn't be that. It really shouldn't, because you see a lot of us are out there trying to protect us. But there's a judge that was just caught selling Black men to prisons, literally selling. All this stuff gets swept under the rug. Nobody's talking about selling Black men from children. So it's making it hard for the women to get great choices in men when they're constantly selling us off. So we're all being hit from all sides. And yes, we must take them all serious. Nick, from all sides.
Hank, what you
not what they're saying is key. Is there the breakup of Black household is to the black family is to separate Black men and women on any kind of angle, whether it's good publicity, bad publicity. That's been the angle for years and years and years. So the fact that we have sisters fighting and pushing for us, accountability needs to be on both sides. Our sisters need to be held accountable, just like our men need to be held accountable, and stop giving little people guns. I mean, just if you ain't big enough to hold it, then you shouldn't have it. Like there should be a height, like a ride, like, Six Flags. If you ain't over the ride height, you shouldn't be able to get a pistol, little man. I'm just saying, go make the cookies. Go get in that little key in the house and make.
I'm not gonna say he shot. I'm hoping he didn't, man. I'm not.
Bruh, look, if he did not do it, he didn't do it. Look what I need to do. The fact that it's not out is a good thing for us, because that's all they think we do is abuse each other.
So, but if it comes out that he did shoot her, what's the recourse? What are Black men gonna do? What are Black people gonna do?
They gonna deport him. Well, her producer has already been making low-key threats. The producer is like, yo, count your days.
He's not from here.
Her producer has already been making threats. Her security guard said this would have never happened. So allegedly, she asked for her security not to be around them, which is why things ended up getting out of hand, because they had a tussle in the car.
They
allegedly had a tussle in the car.
So they didn't like him from jump. They didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
See, people know.
And so
this is
what I would say.
So she asked for her security not to be around. Her camp had advised her about, the decision she was making when it came to Tory Lanez. And yes, Tory Lanez isn't from here. So if it does come out that he is responsible for this, they will deport his chipped paint hairline first, and then they will deport the bald spot in his head, and then they will deport the rest of that unlucky leprechaun charm bad knee, having no ankle, having kneecap,
Swinging feet.
I gotta stop him.
lace front, wave, wig wearing. They would deport him back to Canada as soon as it's done.
I would say
Swinging
this,
feet
though.
from every chair.
I would say this before we move on to our last topic. We do have to protect our women and stop thinking our black women is so quote unquote strong. I mean, because I think we always say that black women are strong. We got to stop using that as a way to say they are right. You know, and most of the time, when a black woman is going through or something like that, we don't go the extra mile to help her because black women they've been strong, but they had to be strong.
Right.
But they don't always. We should not. That shouldn't be their go-to to be strong all the time. I got to be strong. Sometimes, we need to get to a place where they can lean on us. We could take care of the situation.
Yeah.
They can
Now,
breathe.
there are videos out there where you see black men protecting black women. I don't know if go to
that
Tariq,
don't show. It don't show that.
But listen, now, but don't get me. I'm not just talking about black men. I'm talking about America, period. But if you are a black man, stop thinking your woman is always strong. That's all I'm saying. Like,
absolutely, 100%.
That's all I'm saying. It's just that mindset. And I thought I saw a meme out there like yesterday. It was a meme of a woman. She was drowning or something like that, and the man looked at her and said, "You so strong," and she like, "Wait a minute, like, grab my hand, like I can't get out of here."
Right.
Grab my
I
hand.
saw that.
Don't just look at me and say I'm strong.
He gave her a high five.
I just seen a young boy. I just seen a young black man light this white boy up after he put his hands on a sister. It's on Tariq. It's on Tariq Nasheed's page. He lit that, and I've seen tons of examples. So yes, I do. Once again, I do agree. Protect black women. Let's protect each other. We all we got, baby.
Black women, you don't have to.
And also the Ohio video. I don't know if you saw the Ohio video where when that shootout happened, when that white boy came out there and created that mass shooting, and the black man jumped over his woman and shielded her with his body and scooted her all the way to the side. So I see a lot of videos that don't get enough publicity, and we keep saying we want to protect, but let us share those videos. Let's share those videos. Let's let these people know these are the examples of what it's like to be a man and protect your woman. These are the examples of what it's like.
I want to just make sure that we, as black men, because we sometimes do think that our women are strong, which they are, but our first mindset or our first thought is they're all right. They're going to be all right because they always pull their way out of it. And I feel like we need to start stepping up, even though they say they're all right. We still need to step in to try to protect our women and help them out a little bit more. That's all.
And it starts with affirmations of us saying it. I protect my queen with my life.
We protect black women, just like they got that. What's that affirmation out there? Black men don't cheat. If they can start that affirmation, we can start. We protect black women.
Protect black women.
That's what I want us to affirm.
Protect their women.
Black
we protect our black women.
Boom.
Let's go, baby.
We love our
we got you, Rita.
Black men don't cheat.
We got you, Rita. I'm on the way up there. What's going on? What you need right now? I got you. Unless it's money.
$100. Send it to me.
I'm sending. What's your cash out? Would you say 100? You went to 5.
By 5. My rent by 2,000. My rent up here in New York.
Hey,
I'm gonna send
Rita. My wife said I can't send you any money. No.
All right, y'all. We got a few more
minutes.
We
got to stick together. That's the problem.
You said we try to move on. You thought we try to move on right quick. All right, so we got a few minutes. We got. But now, I want to end with this because we had a powerful black woman, man. I love this woman. Beyonce just came out with this beautiful piece with "Black is King." Oh man, Beyonce always does an amazing job of putting projects together. This project was done last year, so they've been working on it for a whole year. And it came out, I think this week or last week, and it is beautiful. I don't care what anybody say. To me, Beyonce, and I'm gonna say it. I am going on record to say it. You can look me in my eye. I'm gonna say it. Beyonce is the best performer of all time, hands down.
All right, come on, let's wrap this up. Come on now. Beyonce is dope, dog.
Performer of all time. She got.
Come on, man. Can we just talk about what we need to talk about with Beyonce? I understand you in the Beehive. I understand, dog, but we ain't gonna do. Let's not compare. Let's not compare our sisters and our brothers. What are we doing? Why you bring Michael Jackson in here? He done. He's not here no more.
It's not that much of a comparison, Hank. It's not, because if we are talking about overall contributions to the art form, if we are talking about somebody who's essentially scandal-free off stage and does what she does on stage, and then to release something like this that I have never seen another artist release, this unapologetic display of blackness epitomized, to me, this solidifies her being the greatest of all time.
Come on, baby.
He said performance.
Now she has meshed her activism with her art. That's the peak of it all. She has completely maximized her art with her activism.
So who here has been to a Michael Jackson?
He said,
hold on. Which one of y'all talk about have been?
How many Africans she put on? He didn't talk about the other things she did, or the 6 billion people the $6 million that she put in to bail out. She bailed out Black Lives Matter. He wasn't talking about that. He just simply said performance. But Rita Brent, you made this about a whole nother thing. But obviously you had this in the back pocket. You've been wanting to get this off your chest.
She was like, I've been waiting on this.
That is a part of her history.
That's part of
Let me ask
bringing up
question.
philanthropy.
Go ahead. Before we run out of time,
philanthropy.
Who here has been to a Michael Jackson concert?
I've been to 4 Beyonce concerts.
Which one of you have been to a Michael Jackson concert?
I've been to 4 Beyonce concerts.
I haven't.
Which one of you have been to a Prince concert?
I have.
She got
amazing.
Prince though.
Okay, who was the last concert you went to? Okay, then. So we talk about performances.
The last concert I went to was Shirley Caesar.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. If you've never been to a Michael Jackson concert, we can't even talk about performances.
I've looked at it on TV. Yes,
there's footage. Yes, we can.
We can't even discuss it. If you going by what you've seen on TV, you've never been to a Michael Jackson performance, you'll never ever understand why this is even a conversation.
That's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. There's footage we can watch. We're talking about overall.
It's not the same.
There's footage.
It's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Beyonce greatest performance.
It's not.
Name the artwork that Michael Jackson did that is equivalent to what Beyonce just released. Name the art. Name it.
Are you serious? So you comparing Off the Wall and Thriller? You talking about Thriller to Beyonce? Thriller changed TV. She couldn't make this movie. Hold on. She couldn't make this movie without Thriller. She couldn't do this without Thriller. She could not do this without Thriller. Thriller. We talking about Thriller. You weren't even good. Thriller
to Black is King.
Movies. We talking about
to culture.
Wow. You missed the whole boat.
Beyonce.
Thriller.
Beyonce greatest of all time, baby.
Thriller.
This is good.
There would be no Beyonce movies without Thriller.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this, you all. Let me just say this, ladies and gentlemen. We can celebrate our artists without comparing them to one another. We are very fortunate and lucky to have had these artists at the time that we have them. That is a blessing in itself. I am great to even be the skin color with them. That is awesome.
Well,
that
Michael
shows
Jackson's
us
the change a little bit.
Hey, regardless of what happened, Michael Jackson. Regardless of what happened to that man's skin tone as he got lighter, that man's DNA is black 100%. His skin,
he had vitiligo. If you know about pigment, that's why he wore the tape on his fingers, because his skin was changing colors.
But on top of that, I'm also going to celebrate the fact that Beyonce's wealth will be passed down to 100% black children. Whoa! Let me tell you something. Usher and Beyonce are easily the top black artists in this entertainment business because their wealth will be passed down to 100% black children. The money that they earn from the black people is going to those black children, 100%. Michael Jackson kids, I don't even know if they Armenian, Russian, Kansas Cityan. I don't know what they are.
I'm not, dude.
But I know they not 100% black.
He took that on.
As much as you pop lock, I'm not gonna let you sit here and talk bad about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you can't do that now. I ain't gonna do that to him now. Now, Michael Jackson was a great performer, but I just think Beyonce, I just showed her work, her body of work is in the like both of them was great.
I love them both.
Think Beyonce, I love them both, but Beyonce, she goes another level.
She's better than Michael. Her performances are better than Michael Jackson ever.
But Prince was.
You're entitled to your opinion, though. Beyonce's dope.
As a musician,
Beyonce's dope.
Prince was the most influential to me as a musician because when I went to his concert, you see him go from piano to drums to guitar and singing. It was overwhelming. Hands down, one of the best performances I ever went to. But it's just like the Jordan debate.
So Usher wanted to be like Beyonce? So Usher wanted to be like Beyonce? Is that who Usher wanted to be like, Beyonce? Or did he want to be like Michael Jackson?
Usher's a man.
I'm just trying to think about all this y'all saying and how it all moves. So what I'm saying, does it matter? So where do Beyonce's performances come from?
No, what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
If you think Usher has never been influenced by Beyonce, you, my friend, are on the wrong track.
Are you bugging?
Say that.
Usher?
So, hey, we gotta go, man. I'm
Usher
put it like
and Michael
this.
Jackson?
Look,
Usher and
I like them both.
Oh my.
That's the wrong comparison.
I like them both.
I'll give it to you. I'll let you have it.
We got the honor Michael Jackson. Okay, we got the honor Mike.
I'll let you have that, but you cannot do that.
Listen,
Michael Jackson was making full-length movies with music before anybody. Worldwide. Beyonce was a baby.
Belittle the power of Beyonce. You cannot belittle her.
Okay.
You cannot.
You know,
we
gotta go, y'all. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Out of here. You can have it. Man, you missed a whole decade of performance.
Thank y'all so much, y'all.
Who walking those steps? He's mine, but you love to walk at the same time. You felt it to your mountain to the left, to the left.
Go.
Everything else.
Thank y'all so much, man, for tuning into That's Funny to Me. Hey,
leave me alone.
Listen, Hank. Oh, he done froze up because I had something to show him because he don't know.
That's the power of Beyonce.
Let me tell you.
That's the power of Beyonce.
Let me tell y'all. Hey, Rita, if it wasn't for this man, Michael Jackson wouldn't even know how to do the moonwalk. Show the video. Bobby Brown is the reason why Michael Jackson know how to do the moonwalk.
When I grew up, you were like Michael Jackson to me. Do you have any Michael Jackson stories with you?
I had just came from Alabama learning how to do the moonwalk, the real moonwalk. And Michael asked me to show him how to moonwalk.
Wait a minute. Are you insinuating that you taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk?
I'm not insinuating. I'm letting you know that this is what happened. This is how the moonwalk was formed.
Come on. That's proof. Beyonce is the best performance of all time. Right there.
Hank still stuck.
All right, y'all, man.
Y'all done showed.
Y'all enjoy.
This is what Trump is doing right now. Anybody who is a detractor of Trump is being frozen up. We cannot allow this dictatorship to happen. Now, I respect all artists and love them.
We gotta go. Thank y'all for tuning in. That was a nice little debate. I thought that'd be fun, man. It's all in love, man. You know, we just have fun on here. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Wellington. Thank you, Hank, for. It sounded like you said
wherever you are.
It sounded like you said Looking so crazy in love. All right, y'all, we got to go, man. Thank y'all so much. That's another That's Funny to Me. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday night. We replay this episode on Saturday. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. I'm your host, Alton Walker. God bless y'all. Good night.